What's up, dolls and kins? It's your girl, Shari, and I'm back with another video.
Hey, bitch.
you know. So in today's video, it's gonna be a little story time wake and bake. All right? Yeah. So, what do I have? We have our Black Russian backwoods, raw papers just in case if I need them, grinder, wheat, mangoes in case I get hungry, water, and the grateful plate that I used to use to like roll up on broke, so I'm just gonna use this notebook pad, period. All right, y'all, so what's up? I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I hope y'all are having a great week, very productive. Y'all looking good. I just want to tell you that you look good, sis. You look good, bro, okay? You looking good. Summertime fine, okay? Period. So, y'all, today's story time is going to be about a whack-ass stylist out here in Atlanta. And I'm going to just be real. It's a lot of whack-ass stylists out here. I don't really know like what they're teaching y'all in cosmetology school these days. Like, I don't know if they telling y'all it's all about the bread and not about the client's hair, or not about hair health and stuff like that. But you bitches got the game fucked up, so I'm here to talk about it. All right, y'all. So first and foremost, this was back in May now. So in May, I was going out of town to Los Angeles. I did a solo trip to LA in May. I went May 20th through like the 23rd or something like that, or May 19th through the 23rd. I went out to LA, so I needed to get my hair done. So initially, I was gonna get some soft locks, the locks that I have in right now. Shout out to Touch by K. Always a banger, always killing it, so shout out to her. So initially, I was gonna get some soft locks, but I was moving into my new apartment, so I was moving into my new apartment, and I knew that I hadn't given Kay the deposit in enough time, so I was like, forget it. Hold on. Before we get too into the story, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I feel like you should go ahead and subscribe now because you're going to enjoy yourself. I mean, you've been here this long. So you're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to enjoy this story. So you might as well subscribe. Like, what are you really doing? Okay, I'm just waiting. Okay, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Okay, now we can go. All right, so back to the story. So basically, the girl was like, I didn't get my deposit to Kay in enough time, and I knew I wasn't gonna get it to her in enough time. So I was like, forget it, I'll just get another style or whatever. So I decided to get, I was looking on Instagram, and I was like, okay, well, I've been seeing a lot of knotless braids, but like the small knotless braids. So now I guess they do like micro knotless or something like that. So I thought that was so freaking cute because it was gonna give that Eva the Diva look, like that, how Eva wears her hair, it be in them small braids. So I was like, okay, that'd be cute. So I looked online. Now, before I made my decision to go to the young lady that I went to, and the girl that I went to, I'ma call her Brokiana. There we go. So before I got to Brokiana, it was literally like maybe like 4 other hairstylists that I had looked at, but they were all booked up. So they were booked until like June, July. Like some people are booked until like July, August, you know what I'm saying? So like, I was like, oh dang, so I couldn't get any of the people that I really wanted, but I came across her, and I'm like, okay, her work looks pretty good. So I'm like, okay, I think that this will work. Now, mind you, this is going to make sense at the end. She charged, so her small knotless small braids were $600. They were $600 for classic length, and like $550 if you wanted them a little shorter. I wanted them long, so I was gonna pay the $600. Her deposit was $50, so I paid my $50 deposit. Boom, the appointment was booked. Okay, whatever, we good. So like days are going by, and then she messages me, and she's like, hey, I hope this isn't an inconvenience, but can you come to your appointment at 5 a.m. instead of 8:30 a.m.? So I'm like, yeah, cool, you know what I mean? Because like the earlier, the better. I can get out earlier, no issue, you know what I mean? That's no problem. Like, thank you, you know, that's cool, whatever. So now I made the appointment. Now, one thing that I didn't do, like when I usually if I make an appointment with somebody, I know their work, I know how it's gonna come out. I don't really have to like stalk their page, okay? Anybody who I usually get work done with, I don't stalk their page. But this girl in particular, like I feel like I was stalking the fuck out of her page because like she didn't like, okay, when she did like her photos, she would show you like detailed photos of the braids, and she would show you like the back of the girl's hair, the length and all of that. She would never really show the front, so it was giving like, are you swooping the baby hairs? Like, are you doing the baby hairs, sis? Like, that's what it was giving me, you know? So I'm just like, are you skipping the part? Are you skipping a part? Because I don't like that. I need that part done. So she, you know, so I looked at her page like 3 or 4 times after I had booked. So I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe I'm not confident in who I booked in. And like, I was honestly thinking about booking with somebody else and just paying a whole nother deposit, because it's just like, it was giving me a vibe like, I'm not confident in this girl. You know what I'm saying? So, but I kept it pushing. So she messaged me on that Sunday and asked me if she could change the appointment to 5 a.m. I said yes. Then I kept looking on Instagram, and I noticed that she did soft locks. So I was like, well, shoot, I wanted soft locks initially anyways, so let me just, you know, go back and get soft locks. Number one, you can keep soft locks in for quite a long time, at least 2 to 3 months. You can keep them in and they look good still. You know what I'm saying? They still look fresh, they still look great. Whereas knotless braids, I was gonna pay $600 for knotless braids that I was probably only gonna have in for a month and a half to 2 months, and that really was not gonna be an investment for me. That wasn't gonna be worth it for a summer protective style investment. You get what I'm saying? So I messaged the girl on Monday and I emailed her, because that's how we're communicating, right? So I emailed her on Monday and I was like, hey, Brokiana, hope you're having a great day. Is it okay, you know, is it okay if I change my appointment, if I change my service to the 36-inch soft locks jet black instead of doing the knotless braids? Now, mind you, I contacted her on Monday. My appointment was not until Saturday, okay? So I give you 5 days in advance to let you know that I want to change my service, right? I want to just change my service. That's it, okay? So yeah, I can't even roll up because I'm just talking about this shit. But anyways, so she was like, so she didn't message me back on Monday. So I'm like, okay. So I hit her back on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I hit her up and I'm like, hey, you know, I don't know if you received my message yesterday, but I just want to change my service from the knotless braids to the soft locks. So then she messages me back, and I'm gonna put all the receipts in here, baby. The receipts gonna go right over here. All the emails, they just gonna be right over here, flooding, okay? So you just look over here for receipts, okay? Whole conversation. So she messages me back, and she's like, I'm sorry, but at this time, I can't make any further accommodations for you. Preparations have already been set for your appointment. And I'm just like, what?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Excuse me? Bitch, do you mean to tell me that you got the hair already sitting out for my knotless braids today on Tuesday? Bitch, my appointment is on Saturday. I would hope you wouldn't have that hair sitting out fucking 4 fucking days. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, what? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I want soft locks, which only take roughly 4 hours, whereas you would have been trying to give me knotless braids, small knotless braids at that were gonna take 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? So I know that on her end, on her little brain, she was thinking, and I noticed how she was feeling. She was thinking, oh no, I'm not gonna change the service, because she was gonna get $550 out of me for the knotless braids at the appointment. Whereas if I had gotten the soft locks, I would have only owed her like $175 or something like that. So, but a real boss bitch would have said, fuck it, I'm gonna take you at 5 a.m. for them soft locks, and then I'm gonna take 2 more clients you know, in that time, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go about the rest of my day with my other clients. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, you bitches really don't like money. And you hairstylists, y'all really are not really good hairstylists. Like, I have two people who I allow to play in my head. Latrice, cause Latrice does my natural hair and she does my wigs, weaves, things like that. And then Kay, she does these soft locks. I ain't found nobody who I really like enough to do my I haven't found anybody enough that I like to do my braids. Like, I had found this one girl who I like to do my braids, but it's like she stopped doing braids to do the PPP loan. So I'm just like, girl, you stopped doing hair to do fraud? Okay, whatever. I ain't got time. So yeah, so then let me get back to the story. So then the girl was like, so I messaged her back and I'm like, all I want to do is change my service. Like, and it's not even the day of. It would be different if I sat in her chair on Saturday and was like, girl, I don't even want them knotless braids no more. Let's do the soft locks. Like, that would be like not being able to accommodate me. But me letting you know 5 days ahead that I want to just change my service, like, you sound retarded and you're broke, Kiana. Cause you was so thirsty for that $550, whereas a boss bitch would have took another client. A boss bitch would have took 2 more clients, honestly, and still would have made that money up. Probably would have made a little extra with your dumb ass. Cause I tip. You know what I'm saying? I tip when I go places, so you wasn't just gonna get that $175. You was gonna get like a little, maybe like a $10 tip or something like that. But these hoes just don't think. You know what I'm saying? So then I read her policy. So I went to go read her policy before anything else. I just went to go to the policy. I said, fuck it. So I read her entire policy. Policy will be here. She probably has changed it at this point, but policy will be here. So her policy states nothing about, you know, not being able to change your service, you know, days in advance. It says nothing about that. So I emailed her back and I was like, and based off your policy, there's nothing on your policy that says I can't change my service a few days before my appointment. And she was like, thank you. She was like, thank you. But she was like, thank you, but I'm not going to be able to change your service. She was like, it would be different if you were trying to add something on, or if you were trying to change the hair color, or if you know, if you want to do something like that, but I can't completely change your service. And I was just like, bitch, you're dumb. Based on reading her policy states like if she cancels the appointment, then you get your $50 back. So I just wanted to see how I could try this hoe. Because I really kind of wanted my money back, because it was just like, I'm canceling my appointment because you don't want to change my service 5 days before my service date. So to me, it was like, as a courtesy, she should have just gave my $50 back. But I asked her, I was like, you know, I was like, well, can you go ahead and cancel the appointment? She was like, no, you can cancel the appointment. And I was like, yeah, I bet, because you want that $50, huh? Yeah. And then I left it at that. And then she ended up blocking me on Instagram. No. Okay. So, yeah. But that's pretty much the story of how these bitches in Atlanta, and I feel like this probably everywhere, like any hoe that do hair. these females that do hair, it's just like, it gives you just really don't, you just doing hair just to do hair. Like, you doing it just because you can. You know what I'm saying? You really have no passion for it. You have no drive for it. You just playing in people's head just because. And I'd be damned if I let a bitch like that play in my head. Like, your energy is off. Like, I could just feel it through the email. I felt it when I booked from you the first time. I kept looking at your page a million times. Like, I should have known then, like, nah, this ain't the one, y'all. This ain't the one. But yeah, y'all, so that's the story of pretty much how money hungry and how fucking unprofessional these fucking hairstylists can be. Like, if you can't accommodate your clients by allowing them to change their service, because like anybody that I go to, like my regular hairstylist, when I go to Treese, me and Treese do not talk beforehand about what hairstyle I'm going to get. We don't. The most that we'll talk about is a color. You get what I'm saying? But we don't talk about hairstyle. So when I get to Treese be like, okay, Shar, you want a side part, middle part, half up, half down? What you want to do? A braid? You know what I'm saying? Like, we come up with the hairstyle when we get in the chair. So I've never really, you know, heard of not being able to change your service days before your service date. Never heard of that in my entire life. I never heard no hoe say that she had your hair waiting and prepared 5 days before the appointment. Cause bitch, I be damned if you put that dust ass hair in my head, hoe. The fuck? But anyways, y'all, so this is my story time. I have another story time that I'm gonna come up with in a few days. It'll probably be another wake and bake. I'm sorry I actually didn't like finish rolling up and like smoking in this video, but yeah, I get to talking and I can't do all that. So, but yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful day and a blessed week. Again, Dollhouse Babe out.